Hello and welcome to a special Q&A edition of the Empower Her Business Accelerator Podcast. I am Philippa Channer, and this month we've explored all things related to understanding your client's struggles and positioning your service as their solution. So thank you all for submitting your amazing questions. If you're ready to level up your marketing and step into your role as a confident, strategic CEO of your business, remember that the Empower Her program can help you get there. So book your free discovery call to learn more. Of course, the link is in the show notes, and I look forward to meeting you, getting to know where you are with your business, and helping you get to the next step. All right, so now let's dive right into these questions. The first question I have is, I'm struggling to figure out my ideal client's biggest pain point. It feels like they have so many problems. How can I narrow it down? All right, so here, what I want you to focus on is what makes the biggest emotional impact. People connect with stories and examples that they see, that they can relate to, and that they're experiencing themselves. So when you create marketing content that speaks to their biggest challenges and pain points in reference to what you can do for them, that's what's going to hit the best. And so do you need to narrow down and totally niche down your struggles list? No, not really. It's good to have a full list because you want to be able to touch and reach people at any point on the spectrum of their list of issues relating to this. But you do want to highlight and focus on the biggest problems that you are going to make a biggest impact for. And so do you need to narrow the list down? No. You do want to create content that addresses any and all the problems you can think of that these people are having that you can solve. But let's focus the majority of the content on the problem that you, one, solve the best, the strongest, and two, that's going to emotionally connect with most of the people that are having those issues. I hope that answers your problem. The next one is solution mapping. So I get the concept of connecting my services to their pain points, but how do I make it sound natural and not salesy? I think storytelling is one of the best, easiest ways to do this, is where you are giving examples or telling, your own personal story of struggling with that issue, or a family member or past clients who have gone through those struggles, sharing their story and their journey, and then leading into how your services helped them. It's telling them and being salesy without being salesy, because you're just really just sharing how you help them. You're not saying, this is how I help them, so buy now, sign up with me now. It's just, you are have the opportunity to really get into details about the struggles that they were having, how your solution helped them through that struggle. And then boom, and there. Of course, you do want to, because we are businesses, we are running a business, we do need to make money. So there needs to be a sales point at some, a sales interaction at some point. So maybe just, yes, saying, if this sounds like you and you need help, email me, call me, whatever that soft, connection is, that soft call to action is. Plop up in there if you don't want to sound too salesy. But I feel like, again, telling stories is going to be the best way to explain and touch on those pain points and lead right into how you help those pain points without being too salesy. All right, and then we talk about niche fear. This question is about being concerned about niching. So my ideal clients have a few different pain points. Do I have to choose just one to focus on in my marketing? Very similar to the last question. And again, the answer is no. You do not have to choose one. Your niching down is your solution that you provide. How you address and communicate this solution can be done in different ways. And so talking to and addressing the different fear points and pain points that your customers are having is okay. You can make, 1 month you can talk about one particular fear, and then the next month jump to the next fear. It's okay to do that, just as long as overall the core essence of the solution that you're providing is the same. Especially if the fears are very similar, or the pain points that they're having is very similar, then your content is going to still seem very relatable, and it's going to seem like it's cohesive together, because there's still a connecting point, which of course the main thing is you and the solution that your business offers. Another question I had is summer adaptations. I love the summer slump solutions, but how do I actually convince clients to invest during a slower season? What you want to touch on is thinking that you're not the only one in a summer slump. Almost every entrepreneur goes through this summer season where things slow down just a little bit. They slow down is in terms of customers coming in, and they slow down in terms of their productivity. They're taking more of a lull. They're spending more time with family. They're doing family vacations. And so it is okay to be in this summer slump. And I don't know if I like the word slump, because it's like slump sounds like negative. This is just a season that you're in and that we all need to embrace and just understand and take care of. But you still obviously have a business to run. So how do you convince clients during this slower season? I think it's more geared towards creating content and creating offers and solutions that meet them in their slump. Maybe presenting them in a way that is saying, fall is coming. Let's get ready for the fall together. So you're offering a solution that is building up momentum for the fall. And so it's giving them something easy to do. And I would make whatever your offer is, make it very lightweight, less intensive. So it's less intensive for you as you're going through your summer slump as well, and less intensive for your clients. And this could be less intensive in, finances, how much it costs financially, but also less intensive on what's expected of them, what the commitment they need to do. So have smaller, more easier, lightweight offers. So for instance, with the EmpowerHer program, it's a 16-week program. That's an investment. That's 4 months that you're going to be meeting with me weekly. Starting the EmpowerHer program in the summertime, it's a little harder because it's hard. Your schedule is not as consistent. So what I like to do is offer my EmpowerHer power sessions. These are just one day, like 4-hour power sessions where you're getting still the good meat of the program. You're just not getting the one-on-one, me hand holding you through each of the steps, but you're getting all the information. And so I tend to offer that more frequently during the summer months because it's easier for my clients to manage on their time schedule. It's also easier on their wallets. And so that was a good balance for me to have something lightweight during the summer, and then I'm going to go hit heavy in the fall with the EmpowerHer program because people are now getting back to routines, getting more focused. They're coming out of their slump and have more head space and calendar space for me. All right, and the last question I had was about the guide role. I want to be more client-centric, but I'm worried if I don't fix everything for them, and that's quote unquote fix everything for them, they'll think I'm not providing value. And this is an easy trap to fall into. When you consider your clients as the hero of the story, it makes it a little bit more easier to understand, because you watch any movie and you're watching the hero go through the journey, they are the ones doing all the work. The guide is literally just pointing them in the right direction, giving them the right tools and the resources. And so that's the role we need to play. Because if you watch any movie and the guide comes in and starts doing stuff for them, the movie becomes very boring. It's like nobody enjoys that. You want to see the hero overcome each of the different steps in the process of overcoming the major challenge. And so if our client is the hero and they see themselves as the hero, there's points in your businesses where, yes, hiring somebody to come in and handle your finances or handle your scheduling is going to be helpful. But there was a part of your journey where you were learning. You were learning and doing it yourself. You were learning how to do your finances and understand why it was so important. And that part of the journey was important for you to go through and learn. And so you don't want to take that away from your clients. They need to go through that journey to understand why certain things are important. And if you come in and fix everything for them, they're not going to learn anything. They're not going to be empowered. They're not going to get to the next step in their own journey because they're constantly having somebody hold their hands. So you're robbing them of that opportunity to grow and mature in their own role. And so that's why I feel like it's very important for us as the guide in their story to be just that. Provide them the resources. Provide them as much help as you can without actually doing the fixing for them. Now, of course, if you are a computer repair company, obviously you need to be in there fixing and repairing the computers for them. unless you go the route of a coach or a teacher or an instructor and you're teaching people how to do computer work. That's different. But yeah, if you have a specific role, if you are a hairstylist, then yes, obviously you need to do their hair for them. You need to do their coloring, all whatever it is that they're coming in for. You do that for them. But again, if you take the role of creating a YouTube channel to teach others how to do hair, then yes, you can't go into their salons and do it for them. That doesn't make sense. So consider the role that you play, the services or the product that you're providing, how much, find that cutoff line of where you are going over too much and fixing too much for them versus doing the job that they're paying you for. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for the fantastic questions. I hope this sheds some light on the power of truly understanding who your ideal client is, how they think, how they operate. And remember, this is an ongoing process. The more that you interact with your audience, the deeper your insights will become, and the more you'll understand your audience and how to relate with them and how to create content that connects with them. Right? So if you're ready to build a truly client-centric business where marketing feels authentic and aligned, then the EmpowerHer program is designed to support people just like you. So book your free discovery call and let's explore if it's a right fit for you. Of course, the link is still in the show notes. And next month, we're going to be diving into a foundational aspect of your business. This is going to be your value proposition. And to me, is the core of your business, why you started the business, and how you help your customers. So now that we've talked about who your customers are, the problems they're facing, and the solutions you offer, now we can get into the value that your solution provides. Think of your solution as the features. You've got features and benefits of your product. Think of your solution as just the features. Now we're going to get into the benefits, which is the value you offer, and creating a statement that signifies to you and your customers, as well as your team, the value you provide and how to articulate that value everywhere. So until then, ladies, have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week, next month, same thing.